Coming up this morning for you on Daybreak, a standoff ends at an apartment building in downtown Springfield after nearly 4 hours.
And the Greene County Health Department says this flu season is not quite over yet.
Plus, we'll take a look at a season of firsts for the Lebanon girls wrestling team. We'll explain that and more this morning on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Thursday, February 21st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Great story coming with the girls team. Their first year in competition did very well.
Yes, excited to hear that story from Hannah in just a few minutes.
Very nice. That'll be good to hear. And of course, we're trying to get to that gradual warm-up that we were talking about this week as we push on with meteorologist Elisa Rappa. Did I see 50s correctly today?
Yes, but you know what the sad part is? 50 is our seasonal average.
No way.
For late February, really?
Yeah, so 50 is our average for the day, and we get to 50, and to us that feels warm.
Yes.
That's sad.
I'm excited about it.
Well, I'll take it, though. Yeah, all right. You're still bringing us good news, at least.
Yeah.
A little cold this morning, though.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Again, these temperatures are seasonal. It's 27 in Springfield right now with a couple of clouds. Things are fairly quiet out there this morning. South and southeast winds at about 5 miles per hour. Not too much going on, just a couple of clouds out there this morning. The roads are dry. Temperatures seasonal, not terrible. 27 in Springfield, 27 in Rolla, 31 in West Plains, 30 in Branson, and 27 in Harrison this morning. The winds are calm, so we're not really seeing too much in the way of a wind chill. Again, all good things so far, right? Not bad. A couple of clouds out there this morning. Dry roads for your morning commute, and then dry roads for that evening commute. We'll have green light conditions through the day today. A mix of sun and clouds early, and then a little bit more in the way of cloud cover by dismissal. Mostly cloudy with a high of about 50 degrees, which again is our average for this time of year. Then we're looking at maybe a shower chance overnight tonight into tomorrow, and we do have a threat for severe weather through the early afternoon on Saturday. We've got to give you details on that, and next week looks quiet. Your full forecast is up in 10 minutes.
New for you this morning, the Springfield Police Department spent the night at a standoff in downtown Springfield. Lieutenant Mike Lucas says the department was called to Jenny Lind Hall Apartments at about 7:30 last night to a man in distress. About 2 hours later, fire extinguishers went off in his apartment, causing the fire alarms to go off, so officers evacuated a few floors as a precaution. Lucas says officers were able to take the man into custody after 4 hours.
Much more difficult because we actually, it ties our hands and there's not even an option to leave a scene like this when there's that many people that are in a building like that. We can't leave other people in jeopardy if somebody's in distress like he was tonight.
Lieutenant Lucas is referring to the small capacity of an apartment space with which to work in that situation, but no one was injured during this incident.
In today's medical coverage, the Greene County Health Department says you may not be clear of the flu just yet. Right now is typically the end of flu season, but health officials say there has been a recent spike in flu cases. Medical professionals in Springfield also say people who should take the most precautions are the very old, very young, and pregnant women. These people are at a higher risk. The vaccination is, of course, the most effective method to prevent the flu, but there are also other methods to keep in mind.
Wash your hands frequently, keep your immune system boosted. If you get tired, you're run down, you're more likely to contract it.
Also, just staying away from people that are sick. If you know they're sick, you might want to, try to avoid that. And if you're sick, you might want to try to avoid people as well.
And if you still need to get a flu shot, it's not too late. We do have a list of places that still offer flu shots on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
Continuing our medical coverage, mumps cases have been confirmed in Arkansas. 3 cases so far on the University of Arkansas campus in Fayetteville. Students and staff have been advised to make sure they are up to date on their measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, and to seek care if they begin experiencing symptoms.
In a local spotlight, one high school wrestling team in the Ozarks has wrapped up the season full of many firsts.
That's right. Hannah Zettel is back from Lebanon High School, and she spoke to the 2019 State Girls Wrestling Champs.
Good morning, Joe and Lauren. This is the very first season that the girls wrestling was state sanctioned, and not only did the Yellow Jackets take home the title, this was actually the first state championship the high school has won in any sport. Not to mention, one team member was crowned the inaugural individual state champion.
For a girl to be successful against the boys at the varsity level, pretty much she had to have really good technique. She had to be an elite girl wrestler.
balance and technique, and maybe a hair tie.
Hey, you know, girls can wrestle.
Lebanon High School took home its first state championship title in school history.
It's big. It's really, really big.
A feat grappled by the school's first team of all-girl wrestlers.
We've been fighting for wanting it sanctioned. There was a whole group of us across the state for years.
First team, first title, and first individual girls wrestling champion. That's freshman Quincy Glendenning, who has worked at the sport since first grade.
Yes, I was pumped because I had always wrestled guys, so it was really exciting to be able to wrestle girls.
She says the hardest part of wrestling is running onto the mat. Everything after that falls into place. Coach Matt Neely believes the girls' years spent fighting for the sport to be sanctioned, all while wrestling on a co-ed team, has made victory taste even sweeter.
It was a little surreal, honestly. You know, you envision this when a season starts, you know, the what could happens, you know, but with a sport like wrestling, you know, nothing's ever set in stone. What you envisioned and hoped would happen for the girls to actually happen, you know, it's an amazing feeling.
And the girls couldn't agree more.
Winning a state title, it's a really big deal, and there's a lot going on now with it. I didn't expect to get this good this fast. It was, I don't know, it's hard to explain how I felt about it. I was proud, I guess. We're all a part of it. It just feels great to be a part of it.
The team now aiming to defend its title next season, also hoping the victory will smack down notions that girls can't succeed in a male-dominated sport.
They're going to actually believe in themselves, that they can do stuff that boys can do.
Now, both coach and the girls believe this win is just the start for the school and the sport itself. All of the teammates I spoke with feel that a lot more wrestlers will join the team next season. And as for future goals, the Yellow Jackets are at the top of the mountain, and they plan to stay there. Joe, Lauren.
All right, Hannah, thank you. And some more local news. Nixa City Administrator Jimmy Lyles is hoping to bring forward a bill that would allow for the purchase of liquor through a drive-through service. Currently, Nixa ordinances prohibit that kind of sales. The bill comes as retailers like Walmart and even Price Cutter continue to expand online order pickup. Right now, those orders do not include liquor in Nixa. While City Council members greeted the idea with support and disapproval, they have agreed to let Lyles bring forth a bill to their next City Council meeting.
Today, the Springfield Business Development Center will hold its 2019 annual meeting. This year's event will feature the theme For the Love of Springfield, and will look at shaping the future of the community by looking at attracting and developing talent. Keynote speaker is author Peter Kageyama, who will also address everyone. Doors open for that at 11.
Still ahead for you on Daybreak. If you miss that old flip phone, you might settle for a foldable phone. That's kind of hard to say. Foldable phone.
That's true. Yeah. That will also cost you a bit, right?
Yeah.
Plus, Lyft is racing Uber to go public on the stock market. We'll explain all that up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.